Let's talk about a lovely moment because Keane and Mo are in the same group, and Keane said something lovely where he just really wants to win, not for himself, but he wants to win for. Do you think that? I think he was being sincere. Do you, for Mo?
I don't know.
Do you not think he was being sincere?
We watched it before, and I was like, Keane there.
He was playing the game.
I don't know. He wants to get shacked up in that nice place, doesn't he? And he's thinking, I'll just make it look like Mo. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice for Mo to go, but I don't know. Keane, I think he's very sensible. I think he's playing the game.
It's nice for Mo. They are all looking out for Mo, though. They are really looking after her.
And it's nice for Mo because, you know, she's an older lady, and to have people, and especially Vincent there. I think Vincent, like we said yesterday, he's bringing out a side to her, a little naughty side. Yeah, which is really lovely to see.
You just saw her smiling and having a laugh.
And it's just a different side, because we were talking about how she was like the Dawn in there, and she's the boss, and she's quite harsh. And then you saw kind of a more softer side. Have a little look at this. That was lovely to see, wasn't it, Kimberley?
Yeah, I really liked seeing that other side to Mo, actually, because she was scaring me a tiny bit. and now I just want to give her a little cuddle.
Mo should win. I love Mo. I'd like to see Mo win.
And I think it's nice for Mo to feel appreciated by especially the young men as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go on to another cat mate, which is Alfonso. He irritated you a little bit, did he, Kimberley, at some stage?
Not really irritated. I kind of think, you know, maybe he needs to man up a little bit.
I've never seen anyone so fuming about having to do the dishes.
Now, do you think that was the reason? Because it just all kind of kicked off.
Well, like, then he blamed it on his back, didn't he? And I know he's got a little kid at home, but I think, you know, even when my mum used to make me do the dishes when I was young, I didn't used to cry about it, you know what I mean?
I think the thing is, well, you've got to remember.
I knew you did.
You have to do it, don't I? Try and get away, you know what I mean? Like, you know, make a phone call, you can't do that.
He was moaning about his back when he said about back, and then at the trial he's doing a dance, isn't he? If someone goes, I'm not doing
raised
this,
an excellent point, Rob.
knocking out a dance.
I do kind of feel like the tears could be genuine. Have a little reminder. Have a little reminder. That looks pretty real.
I don't think it was the washing the pot that made him break. I think it's everything, the food, you know, being away. And he's got a little baby, he's got like 4-week-old baby, you know.
Probably just takes one thing to be the last straw. And then
think about it as well, though. He is quite Hollywood, isn't he? And he probably doesn't have to wash dishes at home.
I don't think it's. I personally don't think it's.
He was getting ordered, though, wasn't he? Like, Rebecca was like, don't do that, and he was like...
I think he's just like, you know, he's a bit dramatic, that's all.
Look at him now, look, he looks tired, doesn't he?
Carlton,
really tired.
Carlton?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kind of a point I want to raise, Andy, the men are quite emotional in there this year. I think they're more sensitive than the women. Do you agree? Like, you can see David went to comfort him, not one of the girls, and it's kind of more the Matthews cried. It's all the men crying. Right. What's going on?
It must be emotional being in there and you've got all those things piled on top of you. I mean, I'd be an emotional wreck, probably. I mean, I'm quite an emotional person, but I don't know, I just feel like... I don't know whether it was all...
particularly in touch with their feminine side this year, though. I think.
I really think more than any other year. Yeah.
It's a very camp.
Sorry, Jim.
I was just going to say, no, it's all right, you can do it. I'm holding things up here. You weren't very good anyway.
You're thinking before you're speaking now. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Time for another break. But when we come back, we turn our studio into a cavern of calls. See what I did there? So smart. Anyway, when Kimberley and Andy will face your calls live and direct. There's still time to get a question in if you're really quick, so make sure you go to the website to find out. Plus, Lucy awaits us in the Bush Telegraph. I'll see you in a sec. Yeah. Burping is very offensive completely, so you know to yourself.
And when it rains, you generally get wet, don't you? Yeah. I don't know why she was surprised about that.
So smart. Anyway, right, time to put your questions to Kimberley and Andy. A question here from Shane to Kimberley and Andy. You're both used to performing live, but how would you have performed in the live trial? You kind of said you wouldn't have done well, Kimberley.
I don't think I would have, but you know what? I'd have liked to think I could give it a good go, especially with all the campmates sat there waiting for food. I would have had to suck it up and
do the dancing as well. Nail the dancing.
The dancing and singing would
I'd nail that.
Yeah.
No, I can't dance the same life.
What about do you think if everyone was there watching you, you would be able to do the best?
Yeah, because I think you rise to the challenge, don't you? And you sort of want to impress your campmates as well. I reckon I'd be all right at the singing one, but the dancing one I'd be... To be fair, I'll probably be able to do Gangnam Style, though.
Yeah.
Everyone
I'm
knows
still
Gangnam
in
Style.
shock about that. We have a caller. We've got James from Huntingdon. Hello, James.
Hi, mate. I think Joey done really well on the trial, but I think he could have showed Alfonso a bit more respect, like, because he's proper ledge. In my eyes. I'm 30 years old, like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and all that. I'm not sure if Joey knows anything about that, but
what did he do to...
Do you not think that he showed him enough respect, or what's your point?
So, like, I mean, he could have hugged him with the slime, at least.
What? So wait, you're saying that Joey wasn't respectful to Colton? Oh, no, sorry, Alfonso.
Alfonso.
We should have hugged him with the slime.
What's he going to do? Kiss him and cuddle him? I thought he was fine with Alfonso. I didn't notice anything.
Would you have wanted to give him a cuddle? Is that what you're saying? Because you're a big fan.
You're a big fan.
I'm a big fan too. It was big in our day, but maybe Joey doesn't even really know him.
I can't
think everyone knows
Thanks,
Carlton,
James, very
don't
much. Yeah, everyone knows. And you know, I was so excited when he did a little bit of a dance. He didn't do a full dance.
Yeah, he
You know
did.
it's coming. You know it's coming.
No, we were down there, so
We were in the background doing the dance. I was like, this is deadly. It's brilliant. Rob, what have you got?
I've got a tweet from Becky Nurden who's asking the panel, why do you think Joey keeps getting picked for the trials?
I think it's just because he's the most popular at home, isn't he? Like, everyone loves Joey, and he's doing so well in the trials. But I think that we're going to see now, like, someone else is going to take the reins, aren't they?
So, because he just breezes through it, so we need to see different people
I
now.
want to see other characters.
Yeah,
you know.
come on, people.
Definitely.
Yeah, we have a question.
I have a question. It's from Chris Skur.
Help him out,
Here we
Kimberley.
go again.
Chris Squirrel.
Actually, it's Chris Skur.
Oh, it's Skur. Hello,
Mr.
Chris
Squirrel
Skur.
say?
Skur.
Skur.
All right, Chris Skur says, after a week in the jungle now, who has entertained you the most and who has been the biggest surprise? That's to both of you.
Most entertaining probably has been Joey, Vincent. I think we're kind of a bit surprised we haven't been more entertained by Alfonso, aren't we, a little bit?
Well, because when you're expecting to see Carlton,
Yeah.
and he's a little bit more
think
sort
that he's
of,
the
you know,
character.
just laid back in that, isn't he? But he's not Carlton at the end of the day. But I just can't get my head around that. For me, it'll always be...
He's refusing to dance.
Yeah, I mean,
Why does he
It's
keep
like,
refusing?
where is the routine?
He's saving it for his big moment, isn't he? But I want to see this moment. When is it?
And he's acting like he wants to. He's like, I'll do it when you finally release me. He's acting like he doesn't want to be in there. Do you think that is true?
He's emotional and he's too busy crying.
But people don't like it when people ask to leave either,
No.
so, you know,
Yeah.
maybe that will
No, I don't
get
think
him
he should.
out.
I don't think he should have done that.
Nah.
He didn't need to do that.
And we have a question here from Emma Shearer. Thanks, Emma. Kimberley, who do you think could learn the most from being in the jungle?
I think maybe, you know, someone like Annabelle or David. They're not used to that environment. You know, they seem quite out of their comfort zone. And, yeah, the way that Annabelle reacted to the trial just kind of shows us what we've got to come. So, yeah, she'll be a different person when she leaves the jungle, I think.
Andy, I think that Joey's learned some things. He's learned about lettuce. He's learned what a punchline is.
He's learned how to tell time.
How to blow his nose.
Yeah.
Has he learned that yet?
I don't know. I might have been lying, actually.
Rob, what other questions have we got?
We just got a tweet from the Lovable Rogues.
Hey, hello, guys.
You saw him earlier. Haha, who saw our video from the gig in Leeds and I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here now?
We saw it.
We saw it.
Legends.
Yeah, good lads.
Have we got more questions there, Joe?
Yeah, I've got one. It's for this is Semi Baker for Kimberley. If any of the campmates are to become team leader, who should it be?
Well, I think, as we've seen, Layla already is that person a little bit. I actually think Kian would be quite a good leader. I think that's kind of the role I think he played in Westlife a bit, you know.
Yeah.
So I think he could breeze into that quite easily.
I'd love to see
Steve,
Steve.
I'd like to
Possibly.
see
I still
Steve.
feel like someone hasn't emerged yet, so there's still so much more to
Steve
come.
definitely needs to get more involved.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's almost it for today, sadly. A big thank you to our panel, everyone. It is Kimberley's last day with us. Kimberley, you've been great. Who do you want to win?
I would obviously love to see Vincent win, but I think at the moment it looks like it's going to be Joey, but who knows? I think it's all to play for at this point.
All to play for, exactly. Well, we've just time to see what Rob has been up to today.